We are at one of Trump's press conferences, and a reporter says, "I've been trying to call MELTON for years. I've been asking for 9/11 Flight 93 checks of America's lifelines for over 10 years, over a decade, and I've yet to get one." Reporter goes on to say, "We wouldn't be legitimate reporters if we hadn't made that video of Phonegate. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed, whoever's in the room there with you, make a video of their family's lifeline not working. Gonna be boring, censorship often is. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. Gonna be boring? It's not gonna be boring if you need firemen, police, paramedics, and you're getting that boring thing. So make a video of Phonegate. Those stealing your calls to me are worried enough about their crimes to alter phone records to cover them up. Have Hussein's, Trump's, the Mormons, and the generals Phonegate on video." The reporter goes on to say, "We all know our lifelines are hijacked. AT&T's active part in America's hijacked lifelines. Call up the generals, call up the AT&T executives, Randall Stevenson on down, CEO. Put their numbers on the backs of their fives and hand them out at church, at work, at school, wherever. And tell them, make a video of you trying to call MELTON. With them on speakerphone, in front of them personally, and say, when else will my phone not be allowed to work? What's your part in that? If the generals or AT&T executives don't know what a 9/11 Flight 93 check is, that's you picking up your phone trying to call me. Knowing that it works all the time because you can reach me. If they don't know in their business of phone monopoly or being a general, they are involved or they are incompetent. So get that on video." The reporter says, "Yeah, we all know about our hijacked lifelines, but I've also certified mail to MELTON and used FedEx and UPS, and it doesn't reach them. I want to know where all that stolen mail goes. Is it in one big centralized warehouse? Or a whole bunch of little warehouses all over the country?" And Trump looks around and says, "I don't know anything about that. General, do you know anything about that?" Everybody looks over to the general. And the general says, "Oh, no, I don't know anything about that. Colonel South, do you know anything about that?" Everybody turns to look at Colonel South, and he just takes off running. Right through the reporters, having the press conference right out there on the lawn. And that satchel on the latch on his briefcase opens up, and a whole lot of letters spill out of that satchel, that briefcase, in between all of those reporters as he runs to his car. Oh, that's AT&T. Spectrum next door. Their active participation, wherever they are the loudest in your neck of the woods, where they are conducting political, religious, and business censorship, harassment, military-style harassment techniques. Look for it, use that decimal meter, and make a video of your hijack call to me. 150 million subscribers AT&T has. So you ask them, when else is your phone not going to be allowed to work for political, religious, and business censorship reasons? What's their active part in that? Same with the generals. And yes, the reporters pick up my mail, all of America's mail to me that has been stolen. Make that video of your mail to me before you send it. It is going to be stolen. I don't get it. You don't see a big truck parking outside of this apartment complex and wheeling in bags and bags of mail. It is our hijacked lifelines. Get it on video. And yes, all of this will be paged, hopefully, and hopefully it will stay in my 4x6 photos that you can find at least one link that works to the Google Drive, I'm thinking, that have my latest vote-truth.blogspot.com, one site, one place you can check. Oh, ask around. I'm sure a lot of folks have the new 5s, one for AT&T, one for the General. I designed the front. You go ahead and put the numbers of the Generals and AT&T executives, Trump's number perhaps, on the backs of the 5s. Call them up. All soldiers, you protect America. Excuse me. I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing two things at once. You protect America, all soldiers. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines. Call me from the military base. Make that video of the military base's phone. Been hijacked as you try to call me. Timestamp on the phone, number dial. See that phone? You're making a video of wherever you might be making a video of it. All across America and beyond. As every child in America's lifeline, to the firemen, police, paramedics, as your mom's lifeline, as your granddaughter's lifeline, as your neighbor's lifeline. Make that video what you get when you don't get me. Post. We the people must be the reporters. They're not doing their jobs. Maybe some are a whole lot of them perhaps have made that video of whatever they get when they don't get me, just in case. But we need them to step up and be reporters. And yes, we the people must be reporters. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Unless you want future Hussein placing, cowardly Hussein placing after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. Didn't look right. Oh no, I'm not a fan of the Oriental Russian guy they got in there now. He's building the Great Wall of China. Next he'll be putting up pyramids. Truth is my favorite. So make that video whatever you get when you don't get me. And certify that mail, make a video of it first. It takes a little longer, but yeah, it's worth it. You can say that crook Trump, that crook Hussein, that crook the General stole my mail. I do that. Oh, let me put it, as long as I waited 9 minutes. Colonel South is in a warehouse with a whole bunch of stolen mail, and he's got Private Harry. It says, Private Harry, I want you to watch this stuff. Make sure no one comes in and photographs it, makes a video of it. We're going to dispose of it tomorrow. And so Private Harry sits down on one of those pallets. After a while, one of the packages starts to ring. It's a phone inside. And Private Harry opens, he's curious that they're going to destroy the stuff tomorrow. All that evidence. So he opens up the package and yes, it's a phone and it's a jack. And he says, what are you doing stealing my mail? Well, I guess first he would say, is this MELTON? And Private Harry says, no. And he says, what are you doing stealing my mail? And Private Harry says, well, I don't know about that. You're going to have to talk to Colonel South.